Hello friends, family, and internet strangers! Stephanie here with a little bit of baking today. I have been in a bit of a funk lately, and that is part of why my videos have been very sporadic. I haven't been hitting every single Sunday, but I decided to do a little bit of baking today, so I thought I would post a little midweek video. I have already baked these. These are strawberry chocolate chip muffins. I have not tried them yet, so let me show you how I made these, and then let's do a little bit of a taste test. I am not great at creating my own baking recipes. They don't turn out too well, but I do alter ones I find online. So I will post my base recipe for this below, but I did make some changes. For instance, I am using stevia here instead of granulated sugar, and instead of 3/4 of a cup, I'm using a full cup because I have noticed that when I use stevia, it is never sweet enough, even though the one that I have is supposed to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So I used a little bit extra here, but everything else in terms of dry ingredients, I'm keeping exactly the same. For my wet ingredients, I've got 1 egg, and then I've got some Greek yogurt. I don't typically keep Greek yogurt on hand, so I did not want to get a huge package that Aldi had just to use 8 ounces. I knew I'd never finish it. So I decided to go a little bit under, and I went with this 5-ounce container because that was the only small option. And I went with the mixed berry flavor. They didn't have any plain vanilla, and I figured, a little extra flavor never hurt anyone. So I decided I would see how this went with just this small amount of it. And then I added vanilla. I didn't exactly measure vanilla. Who actually measures vanilla? Do you measure vanilla in your recipes? If you do, comment down below. I incorporated all of my wet ingredients together, except I realized eventually that I also forgot my oil, so I did have to go back and add that after the fact, but at least I remembered before I combined this with the dry ingredients. I realized pretty quickly into stirring this together that this was going to be a really dry batter. It was almost more like a dough, and I needed a little more moisture, so I added some milk. Even if I had used the correct amount of Greek yogurt, I feel like it still would have needed a little bit of milk in there. I used strawberries that I had frozen from fresh and then thawed out. I can never finish strawberries when I buy a whole package when they're on sale, so I had sliced these up in advance and frozen them already sliced. I added my chocolate chips as well and tried to get that as incorporated as possible, but I didn't want to really mush up the strawberries, so I would recommend doing the chocolate chips first and then the strawberries if you're going to try this. And that's probably what I'll do if I make these again. This is supposed to make 12 muffins, but I have this really large muffin tin that I got recently and had not used yet, so I decided to do 6 large muffins instead of 12 regular size ones. It said to do 400 for about 15 to 20 minutes. I set mine for 20 because of how large they were, but also I was air frying these, so they did not take a full 20 minutes. It took about 18 minutes for these. Alright, so these look a little bit dark, but they don't look bad on the bottom. So you can see it's a little bit dark on the top, but the bottom looks good. It's not burnt all the way around, so let's try it. The insides look good. Alright, let's see. That's what the inside looks like. That's pretty tasty. I was worried about cooking with strawberries because I know that they can be a little bit mushy when you bake them, but these aren't bad, and nothing turned out really soggy. Like, there's a couple little bits that are juicier than the rest, but other than that, like, these are pretty solid. I will post the recipe down below that I used as a jumping off point for my muffins. And thank you so much to everyone who has watched this video and my others. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Have a great day, everyone.